Lacquer decoration, mother-of-pearl inlay. Lacquered objects have been used in Japan for thousands of years. They were decorated with gold, coral, pottery, and various other materials. In this video, we will introduce the technique of mother-of-pearl inlay, which utilizes the iridescent interiors of seashells. This is saddle with lions. Saddles are seats used for riding horses. This saddle features lion motifs rendered in mother-of-pearl inlay. The lions reflect light and shine beautifully from different angles. Let's take a look at the process of inlaying mother-of-pearl. We asked a contemporary artist to recreate the inlaying process using one of the lions on the saddle as a model. Step 1. Preparing the shell. Mother-of-pearl inlay is a decoration technique that utilizes seashells. The inlay on saddle with lions uses a turban shell. This is a very valuable material found in the southern seas. The turban shell is a large conch. This inlay process uses the interior surface that has a beautiful sheen. Despite the shell's large size, only a few small and flat sections can be used for the inlay. The first step is to make a sketch based on the drawing on the saddle. The sketch is pasted onto the shell. Then the lion shape is cut out with a fret saw. The lion on the original saddle has a jagged outline around the chest. This detail is rendered with a file. Step 2. Inlaying the shell. The next step is to inlay the lion-shaped shell piece onto the lacquered plate. The lacquered plate has a beautiful glossy surface. Placing the shell piece on the plate, the lion's outline is traced by scratching it with a needle. This is known as the okime tracing process. The lion shape is carved out inside the traced outline using a pen cutter and chisel. The lion shape is carved out of the lacquered plate. Now, the prepared shell is going to be placed in the carved out section. An adhesive called mugi urushi is made by mixing wheat flour, water, and raw lacquer. The adhesive mugi urushi, or animal glue, nikawa, is applied on the carved out section to glue the shell piece on the plate. The lion-shaped shell is inlaid in the black plate. Next, the gaps around the inlaid shell are going to be filled. Step 3. Applying lacquer. The undercoat is prepared by mixing rice glue, raw lacquer, and diatomite. The undercoat fills the gaps around the lion-shaped shell. Drying the undercoat and filling the gap again, this process is repeated several times. Multiple coats of lacquer are then applied on the surface. After removing the sketch from the shell piece, lacquer is applied on the plate with the shell. Lacquer is applied, dried, and polished several times to create a clean surface. The lion-shaped shell is now invisible, covered with lacquer. Step 4. Polishing and burnishing the shell. The polishing process uses various types of whetstones. Burnishing uses powdered clay, tonoko, and burnishing powder, roiroko. The shell piece is polished with the whetstone. The polishing process gradually reveals the shell piece that was covered with lacquer. Using powdered clay, the lion shape is polished to bring out the shiny surface. The surface is polished further with finer powders. After rubbing in raw lacquer to smooth out the surface, the lion is burnished again with roiroko powder and oil. This finishing process makes the lion shine vividly in rainbow hues. Step 5. Hairline engraving and finishing. Finally, the lion's face and fur are carefully engraved on the shell using fine cutters. Different tools are used depending on the types of lines. Lacquer is rubbed into the engraved lines to make them stand out. Now, the mother-of-pearl inlay is finished. While every shell shines in a different way, they all shine like jewels with the maker's meticulous work. As you have seen in this video, the mother-of-pearl inlaying technique highlights the unique beauty of both lacquer and seashells.